Hey guys, join us as we talk a little bit about fly fishing. Stay with us. You know, with the trout season finally open, we had a chance to stop by the Fly Fishing and Wing Shooting Expo held at Split Rock Lodge earlier this year. We had a chance to look at all the great exhibits. We talked to Sean Hulsinger of Hulsinger's Fly Shop to try to get some tips for those new or just wanting to get into fly fishing, and we'll have that coming up. But first, let's check in with Ray Miller, organizer of the event. Hey guys, we're here with Ray Miller, the director of the show. This is a beautiful show you got here. Why don't you tell us a little about the heritage of it, how long you've been doing it, and what's your goal here? What are you trying to promote?
Yeah, this is our second year at Split Rock. Last year was good attendance, so we're expecting even more this year. Our goal is to celebrate the sport of fly fishing and wing shooting.
Yeah.
I love it. I've been doing it since I was a kid, and I think it's a perfect combination of the two sports. My goal was to bring wing shooters that might want to try some fly fishing,
right, and
fly fishers that might want to try some wing shooting.
Well, they're both kind of finesse sports when you think about it. They both take a lot of skill, especially the fly fishing, then shooting over, I guess, like dogs, for birds is a real skill.
It really is.
So it's a great matching of fishing and field at the same time.
Yeah. Plus, it's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. Well, we're going to get out here on the floor and interview some of these guys. I want to thank Ray for inviting us up. Let's come along and take a look.
Come on out. Come see us.
Hey guys, I'm here with Sean Hulsinger of Hulsinger's Fly Shop, and this is one of the booths I definitely wanted to stop at. Not only is Sean an expert fly tyer, but he's also a great guide in the river. How you doing, Sean?
Really good.
Tell us about what you're doing here today.
Well, today I'm tying at the show, and actually behind us here you can see I have our podcast booth set up too. So we're doing some podcasting with some of the guys that I know, some of my old friends and stuff from the tying community, but doing a lot of tying and just talking about what I do, my guiding trips, and any help with anybody that needs on any tying tips.
Well, I'll tell you, just looking at the help, I'm probably one of the most newbie fly fishermen you could ever get. It's something I've always wanted to get into, but to be honest, it's a little bit intimidating. I mean, we do a lot of striper fishing, big water fishing, but these finesse fishings kind of got me a little bit boggled.
Right. Well, that's actually a common misconception among people. People go out and they watch a river run through it, and they see Brad Pitt standing on that top on the rock making these big beautiful shadow casts, and that's not what fly fishing is about. That's the art to it. That's Hollywood thrown in, and we don't do a lot of that. Actually, I'm a big nymph fisherman, and most of my fishing, I'm catching fish 2-3 feet off my feet, right in front of me, and it's just a chuck and duck, we call it. There's no beauty, no finesse to that. Now, we do a lot of wet fly fishing too, and there's a lot of beauty and finesse in that, but that is actually really not that hard. A roll cast, common roll cast, very simple to do, very easy to learn, and that's the mainstay of wet fly fishing.
So what would you recommend if somebody like myself that really admires this but wants to get into it? What would be a couple good first steps?
Well, one thing I would say is cut your learning time down and hire a guide. That's a
good point.
It's a great thing to do if you have a friend. You don't even have to hire a guide. If you have a friend, if you know somebody that can teach you, but definitely have somebody that can teach you, because that learning curve can be tremendous, and there's a lot to it. There's a lot of little things. I've heard it said that fly fishing is like golf. Minutes to learn on a lifetime to master.
Right.
And I'm always constantly learning, even with my fly tying. I have a YouTube channel with 250 videos on it, but I'm also always learning something new. Finding the new material, finding what somebody else is doing that's productive for them. So new styles of fishing.
Right. But I guess, like you're saying, if you go with a guide, you can get it simplified, get your foot in the door, understand some of the basics, and that demystifies the whole process.
It does. There's a lot that still even mystifies me. Like I said, I'm a big Euro nymph fisherman, and there's a lot of things that I sometimes have trouble fathoming. We fish a size 18 and 16 fly, which is tiny. We'll fish 2 of them with no split shot on our line, and we expect that to sink directly to the bottom as quickly as we can. Now, how does that happen? But it's leader set up and everything else, and that's the stuff that a guide's going to teach you, that help you understand and break things down for you. like I tell people all the time, one time I tried to learn how to nymph fish. I spent 3 summers trying to learn how to nymph fish and do it on my own. And finally the 3rd summer I said, I'm not taking any flies with me but nymphs, because I'm going to learn this, I'm going to figure it out. And I figured it out about half, but it wasn't until a friend of mine took me out and said, listen, you need to do this, this, and this. And then my nymph went from 5 fish a day to 10 fish a day.
Right.
And then I had a friend that started competition fishing, and whenever he got with me, it went from 10 fish a day to 20 to 30 fish a day.
Right.
So it's know somebody, hire a guide, whichever it is in your area. Hit your local fly shops.
Yeah,
they're
good.
the one with the techniques, and if your local fly shop isn't willing to share with you, you shouldn't go there.
Yeah, that's true.
what the fly shop's there for.
Absolutely. Matter of fact, if you're looking for information, give him a call. How can folks get a hold of you?
Sure, you can find me at Hulsingersflyshop.com. We have our website there, a full line of fly shop online, and we have a brick and mortar store. But you can contact me personally at hulsingersflyshop@gmail.com. And also look up my YouTube channel. Just type in Sean Hulsinger on YouTube. I have like 250 videos.
That's awesome. Sean's a great guy. If you need any advice, look him up. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Going on.
Well, hey guys, I'm here with Grant and Remy, and we're at this great little shooting simulator. And we were just here watching a couple kids a few minutes ago, and what a great way to teach kids how to work firearms. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
So this is ShotTech, and the website's ShotTechTraining.com. And so the inspiration was a few things. One is that there's as people who are enthusiasts of the shooting sports or firearms ownership, a lot of times you either want to get into competition but can't afford it. It's a big leap. And then you have kids and you want to teach your kids firearm safety, but a lot of the firearms that you have, or even using a 22, is still too much for them.
Right.
But you still want to teach them firearm safety and be enthusiastic about it. You want to teach them how to have the correct kind of respect for firearms, but still not be afraid of firearms.
Right.
And still not, it's like matches. You want them to respect fire, but at the same time know when to use matches and when not to, and have supervision and all that stuff.
And that was really great. I mean, as they were going through the exercise here, I showed you, tell them how to point the gun correctly and how to hold the gun correctly. So it's simple things like that when they're young, you can teach them right.
Right. And we found with kids that this is so stimulating for them. They're used to video games, but this becomes overstimulating for them because they recognize that this is simulating a real gun. Some of these are recoil enabled, so they do reciprocate. You do feel maybe about 30 to 50%, depending on the training guns we're using, of the recoil. And the weight is real, the physicality is real.
Right.
So it really stimulates all of their brain power. And then what we do is, and they're very excited about it, or they're timid or they're shy. So what we do is we set them up with a simulation, and it gets their brain working. So like one of the little guys who was doing the simulation, he was doing a Kim's game, and she was doing it as well. So they'll say shoot the blue square,
right,
the red triangle, and what I'm looking to see is if they shoot that target or miss, are they going to go, oh wow, did you see that?
Right.
And then the whole rules of firearm safety go out the window.
Right.
And the idea is if they can't handle this, then they shouldn't move on to live fire.
Sure.
If they can handle this, then maybe you bump them to live fire. And then the other aspect for us is if you were serious about competition and getting into all the shooting disciplines and sports, do 90% of your training in an environment like this,
right,
and then 10% of live fire, and it'll save you a ton of time, a ton of money. You would put more effort and time
and less
into it.
risk too.
And less risk. That's right. With the kids, you don't have to worry. Like with kids, you got to keep your eyes on them
100%.
24/7.
Yeah.
And with this, if you take your eyes off them for a smidge, or they think that their eyes are off them,
right,
and they do something, then nothing bad can happen.
That's right.
So it's a great training environment. It's better to have teachable moments than absolute catastrophes.
It is true. I absolutely love this. Now, how can folks get ahead of you? What's your website?
So the website is ShotTech Training. There's no H in tech, so it's ShotTech Training.com. And we hope to be launching in Delaware County soon. This is our big blue demo tent, and we're at a bunch of expos, including this one, and we hope to keep coming back even when we do open up our storefront very soon in Delaware County. So,
well, this is great. I hope everybody enjoyed this. Check them out, ShotTech Training.
Hi, my name is David Reinbold. I'm at the Fly Fishing and Wing Shooting Show from Kalamazoo, Michigan. Been painting sporting and wildlife art for about 30 years and have many signed and numbered prints and original paintings. I work in a watercolor style but with acrylic paints. Most of the time on watercolor paper, sometimes on canvas. Kind of more well known for my famous river series. There are paintings of fly fishing rivers and things like that, but I also enjoy doing a lot of bird dog paintings and it's the sporting life. Right here I'm working on a nice brown trout with these big streamer flies, and we're just doing a lot of layers of colors. I like to leave a lot of white space in the background. That's kind of like my style.
Hey guys, you know, nothing gets my attention more than the sound of a yelping hen. I'm with Charlie Welliver here at Bang the Boss Game Calls. Thanks for having us over here. Why don't you tell us a little bit what you got going on?
Well, this is one of our new pots for 2019. It's a camo flip pot. It is a glass over slate, and I'll give you a little run. This is the slate. Or sorry, this is the glass. And I'll flip it over and do the slate. A little bit softer calling. This has been a good seller so far this year.
It's got really nice sound, especially those little soft purrs and stuff to really get them gobblers fired up. Now, that's what, a composite
plastic deposit cut. Yep.
What do you got for a glass on that thing?
It's a 3.5 inch piece of glass.
Okay.
And it has our logo in it. Banging the Boss Game Calls. And the slate is from a slate company right here in Pennsylvania.
Well, that's got a really sweet sound on it. I can't wait to get out and check one of these out myself. Now, where can folks find you if they want to check them out for themselves?
You can go on Facebook, or we do have a website, www.bangingthebossgamecalls.com.
I want you guys to check them out. These things sound sweet.
Have a good day.
Well, that was a great show. We hope you guys enjoyed that, and take some of those tips from Sean if you're thinking about getting into some fly fishing. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Please leave us a like, a comment, and please subscribe, and we'll see you on the next Pocono Outdoors Guy.